Hey, how you doing? This is Randy Hall with news from the year 3045, brought to you by Young Technology, faster than the speed of light. And our sponsor is Cosmos Harmony. Remember, you can find your true love in the galaxy with Cosmos Harmony. Welcome to news from a wonderful future. When Commander Foster of the Intrepid space cruiser found the strange box in Sector 252-5306, onboard scientists were eager to open the box. When doing so, they found that the box was easy to open. Only a bolt had to be moved. Upon opening, they found the frozen child-sized body, which was anatomically correct for a humanoid, except it had scales on its skin, and upon the first look, a single eye instead of two. Interesting. Also in the box, they found what appeared to be flowers, toys, and what appeared to be writing along the inside walls of the box. This all created more questions than answers. Was this some kind of a space burial? Also, if humans can clone themselves, then why not this creature if we can discover its genome? If we can discover its genome, why can't we recreate this creature? Why can't we make it live again? The box and the body are being brought back to Earth, so that should be making the news pretty soon. I imagine everybody's going to be going crazy about that, the first alien contact. In other news, a man was ran over by a robot. The clone of science writer Carl Sagan was walking down the sidewalk with his robot. Sagan had to abruptly stop. However, the robot, who failed to notice the lack of motion, did not, and literally walked over Sagan, knocking him to the ground. Other than some scratches and bruises, Sagan is okay. Albert Einstein has been successfully cloned. Nanobots were sent back to the 20th century, where they gathered up his consciousness as he lay dying, and they brought it back to the 31st century, where he is now living. And they say that when he was told where he was, Einstein stuck out his tongue at the doctors and said, "This is a terrible joke." It took him a while, but they finally convinced him. I imagine that would be a shock to all of a sudden wake up in another world. What would be your thoughts? Is this heaven? Is this hell? Just what the hell is this place? In other news, stooges make too much noise. Security police responded to a disturbance at the home of the clone Three Stooges. Upon entering the residence, the officers were hit in their faces with pies. Upon quieting the scene, one police officer claims he heard Moe say to Curly, "This is all your fault, knucklehead." In more serious news, the military watches for possible nuclear terrorism by searching the planet for anti-neutrinos. They use satellites to scan the Earth. Plutonium emits anti-neutrinos that can be detected by the satellites. When they find a hot spot of anti-neutrinos, they know that possible terrorist activity is going on, and they look into it, sometimes striking that area. But it's good to know our military is doing its job. Found something in my junk. I was going through my junk. Let's see if I can get this up here. Okay. You see that? That is a small replica of the robot from Lost in Space. I found it in my junk as I was going through it. I used to watch that show a lot. That and Star Trek and Outer Limits and The Twilight Zone. I was a nut about that show. Actually, he got a Twilight Zone magazine every month for a while that actually had some of the screenplays in it, which I used to study. Anyway, that's enough for the news. If you'd like to know more about this series, 3045, you can find out more about what's going on, just what we're doing here, by looking at episode 13. That's year 3045, episode 13. Or if you'd like to see more of these series, just search year 3045. Or you can search, if you'd like to see more of my videos about philosophy, humor, poetry, and such, you can search Randy Hoyle, RandyHoyle, on YouTube. Or you can search Charlie Gorilla, that's one word, Charlie Gorilla, on YouTube. And be sure you share these videos with your friends. That's what they're meant to be done with. They're meant to be shared. Also, I have some books. You can find my books by searching Randy Hoyle on Amazon.com or other book services. I have a book called The Ballad of Dred Scott. It's about a heroic slave who sues for his freedom before the Civil War. It also teaches that sometimes, even when you lose, you can still win if you don't give up your dream. And it teaches that our actions not only affect our lives, but affect others' lives as well. I'm going to leave you with a blessing. May you always have the freedom to choose the path of reason. And when reason is not, may you have the wisdom to know it. And remember that Ayn Rand said that anyone who fights for the future lives it today. So fight for your future. Work to make your dreams reality. Don't just dream. If you just dream, you're sleepwalking. Work to turn your dreams into something real so you can benefit from it. And I hope you have a blessed day and a better tomorrow. Good day.